Is replacing the sway bar bushings on a 96 Chevy Silverado 1500. I have the sway bar link I'm going to replace as well. You need a 10mm socket for the bolts and a ratchet of some sort. This extender is optional, as well as some all-purpose lubricant or grease if you have some really rusty bolts, which I did. As far as support, I have a bottle jack right here in the center of the frame. These are all just as precaution, and I have one here underneath of the control arm, and then I also have of course, to lift the truck up to get the wheel off, I have a jack stand, which you need, as well as just the jack. So I have a total of 4 jacks. So I know for sure I'm not going to get a vehicle laid on me. So as far as this goes, the tools that you need, possibly some WD-40. These were pretty rusted in there. You can see all the rust. So what I'm doing here, you have this bracket. I kind of already missed the video of it, but you have this bar that keeps this in place right here. It goes right over that bushing, and it mounts into the frame right here. This one's already done, so you can see how it's on there. It's just screwed into the frame. 2 simple bolts, a 10mm socket that you'll need to take those bolts out. This is the new, it's a polyurethane. It resists oil, which is great because I've got this massive oil leak situation going on, which is what caused me to replace this one right here on the left side to begin with. It was totally destroyed. I'll show you later in the video. This one is actually in really good shape for a 96. So this one, the box came with a set of 2, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace this one as well. Also, like I said, polyurethane, so it's an upgrade from this rubber, which deteriorates over time with oil leakage. So until I can get that fixed, I don't have to worry about this one or the other one deteriorating. Anyways, like I said, 10mm socket to take the bracket off right here. You might need some WD-40 as well. You'll need a ratchet to put this on. You literally, it already has a split on it, you literally just pull it up over the sway bar. You don't need to take anything off. The sway bar just stays on. You just pull it right over. You want to make sure that the open end is facing towards the front of the vehicle. Like that. You can see there's a pretty far gap, so I actually ended up jacking it up a little too high, so I had to readjust, and they're lined up a lot better now. Still a little off, but once I get them in there going, it will align. Now, another thing I'm going to do with these is, I don't know if you can tell, they're a little bit rusty. So, take a little bit of all-purpose grease. I'm going to grease the threads up real good. Next time they won't be so rusted. I'll actually make them fit in there a lot better. So like I said, the bolts were a little off center, but once I started ratcheting them in, they lined right up. So I'm just going to finish tightening these. If you work on cars, I'm not sure what your expert level is, so I'm just making this video as if you don't know anything about vehicles. You always want to go from one side to the other. I typically go back and forth probably way more than I need to, but you never want to tighten just one side down all the way. You want to make sure you're doing it evenly, so that way everything is aligned and nothing's getting bent out of shape, anything like that. If you do not take your tire off, as far as tightening, I'm tightening these as tight as just about I can get them. And the brand of this one is Moog. It's a NASCAR performance part, made in the USA. which you don't really find anymore. It's just pretty cool. Moog products in general are made in the USA, so in addition to these sway bar bushings, I've also got the Moog sway bar link, and I will make a video on that tomorrow. It's getting pretty freaking dark, so I am going to finish for the night. So there is the far right one, and there is the far left, and as you can see, this is just part of my oil leakage problem. But if you are experiencing the same thing, which is common for this vehicle this old, that is coming off from right here. That seal needs replaced, so that is a project for another day. But until I can replace that, I have time. These will not deteriorate because of the oil. They are polyurethane. I've got the new link set over there on the left side I did, and I will make a video on how to do it using this right side tomorrow.